We saw we moving them blocks yesterday. We're going to just carry on, get rid of all them. Little lad was pecking this concrete base up yesterday. I don't think I showed it, but we had a concrete base out down here with steel load plates on, and we used it for making the concrete blocks, and we put the castings down on them and then filled them with concrete, and we must have made hundreds. Yeah, it would be hundreds of blocks that we've used for all the retaining walls around here. We're not making any more because when we put this building up, this ag building, we're going to put a concrete shuttered wall in there. So that's why I thought we'll get rid of this now, and we can have it as more storage area because we drastically need that. On the strap-on floor. So today's jobs, we're going to get rid of that base first, and then all this stuff around here. We had yesterday parts delivered, some manholes I think I said. I'm going to move them, get all this lot cleared. That can go on the scrap with the old welfare unit first job. Sort this tyre out. Ugh. I don't know whether it's just down because we haven't used it for ages or whether it's got a puncture, but you know how much I like doing dumper tyres. I'm just going to blow it up for now and then we'll see what happens. Oh, I tell you what, this is the worst thing about this van. When did we get it last year? New van. And the key's in it. It's only one of them fob things. The fob's actually in it, but it won't open and it makes you press the button. So every time you want to open back doors, once the hard door, you gotta press that button. Oh, it's so frustrating. And I still haven't learned because every time I come up to it as if it's going to be open. Oh, I just nicked a pallet from MKM as well. Thank you, MKM Burnley. As yesterday, we were one pallet short. I think all these are still on pallets. Yeah, we're out. Bossed it. It's for a bit of kit. Lives in my van, but love it. It's a right bit of kit. Worst thing, just that spinny wheel is not very good. We're putting in these 35, it's going to take a while. Anyway, well, that's blowing up. I think we might get the rest of them blocks moved. It's going to be a nightmare to get this one with tilt on forklift. We'll give it a go though. Don't fall. That is just all operator skill. And maybe 90% luck. Oh, we've lost a block. This bit of kit. Might have shown it before actually, I don't know if I have I? Oh, hang on, we need to be the other way around, don't we? Yeah, I got it because the pallets kept collapsing and we ended up with blocks everywhere, knacker pallets, then we had to handball the full pallet over onto a new one, but with this we can just pick them up now if pallets bust. It's just with ground being so uneven, just like a scissor action. There's a little mechanism in there that bolts, clips down. Up. Oh, what a bit of kit. Look, you got it blocks that way up. On a pallet. Then we can pick it up with the other one. Oh, we'll have a good time. We do. And this is why you need two telehandlers. One with a grab on, and then one with the forks. That's what I keep telling myself. Why not? make the job easy. We all work hard enough. Let's make it easy. We just don't want to move it mesh. Luckily, when we got this mesh, the company that we got it off had all these straps. They put all these like one-use straps in, which are brilliant because just leave them on and we can move it wherever we want. Now we haven't got anywhere to put this whatsoever, so we're just going to dump it at the side here. It's a bit of rough ground. Hey? Oh, it's bringing by, I don't want it sliding down that hill. Anyway, I'd like your opinion on whether, and I've been thinking about this, that I need to split off this segment of building the house and doing all the work up on the farm stuff to the restoration videos. And I'm thinking that some people like watching the restoration videos but then don't like watching the self-build, and people that are watching the self-build then don't like watching the restoration videos. Do you think it's a good idea that I split the channels off and we have 2 channels instead of 1 channel? Just asking, not just my channel, it's everybody's channel. So let me know in the comments and we'll see if we do it or not. I'm still pondering about it, but food for thought. Now we've got that gone, just got to move this stuff. Could just do with something 3 times as big, because then I won't need to keep moving stuff. It's a never ending job. Just put that on here, and this cabin's sat on this axle. Where we've cut these bolts out, you see that spring just sat on that little plate. That spring's meant to be inside there. So I'm thinking if I just lift it slightly and pull it to me, that spring will go into there and the cabin will sit down flat on the trailer. Truck, worth a go. Might just try pushing it from the other side, see if that works. Nope. Come on, sit down. I just need to take the weight off it, I'm thinking. Plan B, C. Yeah, boy, that's it. Oh, I thought that was going to come off. I thought it was going to come off that flatbed then. Oh, miles better. That will ride on there miles better now. And I thought that if we strapped it on with that axle up and then it kind of shook itself and landed down, all the straps would come loose. So it's easier to do that. Anyway, let's keep moving stuff again. The lad's got a big machine down. Just going to get some diesel in that and grease it all up because we haven't used it for a long time now. Just want to get that. There's some grease cartridges on table in canteen. And grease guns in my van, I think, just grease the whole thing up because it's never been done for ages. Old but gold, that machine. I think it's like a 1998 or something like that. But it digs and it still drives like it's brand new. Absolute mint of a machine. That's when Cat used to make really good machines, they don't anymore. But back then, yeah, we used to make awesome machines. But yeah, you can shift some dirt with that thing. We're just moving all these pipes here because it is inside the house footprint, but we are going to be putting the pipes in before we dig the foundations for the house. So they will get moved and I won't need to move them again, he says. So we've just dug off this hard standing area because it was good stone underneath it, and we've tipped it down where we're going to put this building on Tuesday. Just level it up because there's a lot of big rocks in there and it was fairly uneven. So I'm going to do that later on, maybe tomorrow. But I didn't want to be digging this banking off and it going down onto all that clean stone, and then we ended up digging all that clean stone out. We're probably moving about 20 ton of it. I think I've explained it, but I'll talk about it again. This is where we're going to be putting the lad's caravan, and then later on, in a couple of weeks or so, the static. But we need to get this banking dug back. When we put in for planning for the agricultural building that's going down there, the back of the building is in line with this road. So when I'm stood on this road here, we're probably there somewhere. So what I thought, because we're always stuck for room, I thought let's get this dug off now, because also it's warm and dry, the land's dry, we can go and tip as well, and we can move the caravan further back right into the banking as well. And then what we'll do is later on we'll take all them concrete blocks down and we'll dig some more off. It'll just give us a lot more room. And then I think we need to crush some stone at some point as well, so we can stone all this back up. What I need to do is just get some of this banking down here so I can make myself a platform to sit on. Because I need to get right up to the top of that hill. Big rock on its way down. Doesn't take much to fill these dumpers up when you get this big bucket on this machine. And you can get a good bucket full. Keep all them big rocks for crushing. That beast. What a rock. I've got that nickel rolling down onto my cab. Another big one up there. All this material here, you'll see it's got boulders, rocks, all kinds of weird and wonderful stuff in it, different clays, different colours, and it is just all what the class as glacial till. So back in the Ice Age when a glacier come down and formed this gorge, or was in the gorge, it carved up all the material and just left it sprued out, all in different layers, all mixed up, which doesn't make it very stable, but it does make it very weird and wonderful and different layers in it. What I'm trying to do is make myself, before we take all this material away, trying to make myself a platform. I'm going to go probably about 5 foot up at the minute, so I'm going to pull a load more material down and then see if we can get up to about 12 foot, I think, and then we'll shape this banking right from the very top and work its way down. Because it's so high, we're just going to have to kind of build up to it, profile it, and then dig its way back out. Look how quickly this bucket's shined up, all the teeth. I've only been going for about half an hour, doesn't take long. I'm just going to put some of this material behind me so that we don't lose this platform, this 5 foot platform. Right, let's see if we get up to this one. I think we're going to be about 8 foot here, something like that. There we go. A little bit higher again. Let's keep digging. What I'm going to try and do is make myself a platform on this right hand side, and then I can start closest to the concrete road and work my way back across then, and then I've got a reference point to work from. Well, made a dent in that, pulled all that back out now, all that what we sat on, we probably are like 12 foot up there, all that we sat on, I've just profiled all that banking down. There's probably, I don't know, there's a good few 1,000 ton there of material, and now you can see this line down here that we're working to, off that concrete road up to the back of the machine, and all that banking's now it's tapered down. And looking at the levels from down there, we should be hitting it about right in line with that. We are going to put like a concrete shuttered wall up in this. I'm not going to use the blocks because they're too wide. We'd have to dig even further back. So we're going to put a concrete shuttered wall on this to retain this. But what I'm trying to do is get it somewhere near 45. It's probably a bit over that, probably 50, 55. But it'll load itself up anyway. It's not going to come down. And what we'll end up doing is putting some matting on there, pinning it in, topsoiling it, and putting some bushes and shrubs just so it bands and eats into all that banking. It is a bank holiday weekend, but I'm going to ring round some people, see if they want to come in and get his hand shifting all this lot tomorrow. Could do with someone on the dozer as well, so I might recruit my dad to come in if no one else is up for it. I'm sure he'd like a day out on his dozer. But also, if you've made it this far, subscribe, why not? You have watched it all.